Camp Perry, Ohio, and I have the privilege of talking to one of our great veterans and a longtime competitive shooter, Mr. Jack Arcularius. Well, go ahead and give us a little bit about your background as far as before you were in the Marine Corps.
I was basically an electrician's helper, and I started in the construction field in New York.
Okay.
And then I went into the Marine Corps and stayed in the engineers.
Okay, so you were an engineer with the Marines. This is prior to Vietnam. How did you get involved with the Marine Corps competitive program?
Well, I was stationed at Quantico, and they have an intramural program, and you shot in the intramural program. And if you shot good enough, you got selected for the summer team. And I became a member of the summer team a couple of different years.
Okay.
And shot competitively Eastern Division matches and matches like that, and some up here at Camp Perry.
Excellent. So you shot with their at the division matches, shot competitively at Camp Perry, and then you were deployed to Vietnam. Is that correct?
That's correct. I re-enlisted and went to El Toro, California, and got there, spent about 3 months, and got certificate in lieu of orders, and went to 29 Palms, California, joined 1st Searchlight Battery, and we deployed to Vietnam. And then in Nam, after we were there for a little while, I got transferred to another organization because new people were coming from the States, and us older guys had to get out of the way. I says, and one thing led to another, and I wound up a shooter.
Okay. Now you were trained as an engineer, and that's what you deployed at. How were you selected as a sniper?
When I checked into the other outfit, they were looking at my record book and my records and found out that I had competed at Camp Perry. So they gave me a bolt gun and told me to go kill something.
Got it. So they considered the competitive shooting experience to be very valuable there. What was their training process as far as sniper school back then?
There was no sniper school back then. When Carlos Hathcock and Captain Land, now Major Land, came back to the States, they started up the sniper school at Quantico, and it spread through the services.
So that was primarily people selected. They were either distinguished riflemen or some kind of competitive experience, or what other kind of experience were they looking for?
Well, it was mostly shooters, people that competed in Perry and Eastern Division matches and this type of thing. Myself, I went back to the engineers and put the gun down.
Okay, now your son, John Arcularius, later joined the Marine Corps, served at Weapons Training Battalion at Quantico himself. Okay, so he was permanently assigned. So what was some of his experiences shooting with the Marine team?
Well, he did pretty good, and he shot with the Marine Corps team and won a whole bunch of stuff and put up a good show.
Okay, excellent. And then, of course, we were lucky to get him in the Army Reserve, and now he is serving with the Army Reserve and on the marksmanship program. Based on your experience, Vietnam era with the Marine Corps team, and then experiences with your son, both the Marine team and the Reserve team, what were some of the similarities? What are some of the differences that you've seen over the years?
Well, the weapon systems have changed. They're not the same. They're more sophisticated today, and you have the sniper school where the troops are well trained, and there really isn't any similarities, because I get told by my son all the time that I'm a dinosaur.
And nothing wrong with that. Do you still feel that the competitive programs still have value for the different services?
It's a tremendous thing. Let's face it, if you're in the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, or whatever, your job is to shoot. And like Marines, you break things and kill people.
Very good. So that's still an absolutely important asset.
It's a necessity.
Okay. Well, thank you much for your time.